Hello. Good morning. Good PlaMorning. Hi. Hold on. I've only had like one sip of my coffee so far. I am still awakening. Good morning. Today, it is time to continue building the Aile Strike Gundam. I've covered them up for decency here because they do not have their clothes on yet, but we will be clothing them today. I want to build an arm, at least. I want to build this arm because then the symmetry, half of them, half and half. Oh, so cool. So yes, I'm going to start doing that as soon as I drink a little bit more of my coffee. Ooh, yummy. I'm starting a bit late because, unsurprisingly to everybody, I stayed up too late playing the Elden Rings. Game's pretty good. And it's very good at doing that kind of thing where, you know, you're thinking like, oh, I'll just play for like another half hour, you know, it's getting pretty late, I should go to bed soon. And then you'll see something, you'll be like, oh, what's that over there though? Oh, well, I gotta go check that out. And then you'll go check that out, and then you'll be like, oh, there's some interesting stuff going on, maybe I need to check this out. And then suddenly it's like 3 in the morning, and you're like, ooh. Oh, I see. Alright, what bits do we need for arms here? F15 and F16. Hello, Vino. Covered with the... Yeah, it's for modesty. So YouTube doesn't get angry. I was just talking about how, unsurprisingly, I stayed up too late playing Elden Ring, and that's why I started the stream late. Show the robotic goods. We'll show them later. For now, he's covered up. Oh, Theses is running around. You know, it's funny. Since Friday, I have actually had... Here, I can show you. A Theses cam. But usually, whenever I'm streaming, she's all hyper and she's not lying in her bed, so I haven't been able to use it. It's so funny because I had it set up yesterday, or not yesterday, on Friday, when I was playing Elden Ring, and the whole time I was playing, she was like running around and climbing on me, and she wasn't in her bed, right? Hey, baby. And then I stopped stream, I had lunch, I did some stuff, and then I was playing more in the afternoon, and then she was in her bed and being super cute the whole time, and I was like, girl, you couldn't have done this for when I was streaming? But yes, it's real. Yeah, she likes this camera more. But she was so cute. She was like in her bed and she was like rolling over and like, and I was like, oh my god, you're being so photogenic, but you're not on stream. She's shy. F16, yes, this one. Want to leave it on just for the hell of it? I can. There could be a cat there, maybe, in the future. Also, my setup for it is, like, really awkward right now. Because I got some of those, like, sticky Velcro things to attach it to the wall. Because her bed is, like, there's a wall by it, right? And those actually worked great. So I stuck one side to the wall, and I stuck one side to the webcam base, and I stuck it on. But then the problem is that to angle it properly to point at her bed, the webcam doesn't angle that far if it's like lying flat. So right now I've got a file creating an angle with the webcam to prop it up. So depending on how, if she knocks the file away, it might just fall over and you'll see nothing. Hi, Theses. Are you hyper? Did you eat your breakfast? Have I been asleep for a little while? But yeah, Elden Ring DLC, very good. Knocks the camera. Putting my robot status into question. Well, you know, robots can be very advanced and they can look just like human beings. The term for this is android. A robot that is built to resemble a human being. Hello, parentheses. Hey, baby. You're all fluffed up. You got so worked up, you're all fluffed up. Sometimes when she gets really hyper and runs around, she gets so hyper that her tail fluffs up. You get so excited that you get a little bit scared because you're so excited. Her DLC getting some mixed reviews. Yeah, I feel like there's a few reasons for it. I think one is it's really fucking hard. Like, it's really hard. It wasn't just because I'm me that I died 31 times. It's actually really hard. Also, actually, so after I had lunch, I went back and I tried to fight that, the knight guy at the start. You know, the dude with the crossbow who killed me a bunch. And once I wasn't streaming and focusing, I beat him like second try. But yeah, part of it is it's really hard. And I think the difficulty feels a bit weird too, because the normal enemies feel fine, and then the bosses feel like way harder than the normal enemies. Like way, 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 way harder. So it's a bit rough. I feel like some of the bosses could be a little bit less aggressive. I fought this guy recently that was riding on a boar, and he was horse shit. But yeah, I think that's one thing people are frustrated about. I think one of the other things that's a little bit of a bummer is it doesn't feel quite as dense as the main game. So, to explain what I'm talking about, the base game of Elden Ring was, if you were just kind of walking around the map, there'd be shit everywhere. Like, it felt kind of like almost every third little corner you poked your nose into, there'd be a little mini dungeon or an interesting item or something going on. And there's definitely a lot more space in the DLC that feels like if this was in the base game, there'd be something here. But there's just kind of a cliff here in the DLC. And I think it still works, but it feels a little bit odd because how do I put this? I think the way you're meant to kind of explore and find stuff has changed a bit. So in the base game, what was really rewarding was you'd basically like poke your nose into every weird little nook and cranny and like scrape along the edges of cliff sides to find little secret cave entrances and stuff, and you'd find lots of stuff doing that. And it feels like in the DLC you're more meant to see something obviously being something interesting from afar and be like, oh, I'm gonna go check that out. And there's still tons of that stuff. So it's just a little, you have to approach it differently, it feels like. But yeah, those are my two. Actually, third minor complaint. They should have given us more cool sorceries as a magic user. But aside from that, it's been very, very, very good. The areas are really cool. The enemies are really cool. There's cool weapons. The music's really good. The lore. Oh, As someone who is semi-passionate about the lore in this game, I like it. Only complaint is we didn't see Miquella yet. I did find Saint Trina when I was playing offline. Which is like Miquella's other half, essentially. Yeah, they were a hot flower person, and I drunk their nectar and it killed me. And then there was this little fuckboy who had a crush on Saint Trina, was like, you can't hear Saint Trina's voice, only I can. You're lying to me. There's no way she'd speak to you and not me. And then he tried to kill me and I kicked his ass. That was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I threw comet spirals at you and used my big carrion sword, but you kind of had it coming. All right, we are going to take... I'm going to take the arm off because it's going to be a lot easier to assemble it if it's over here. Don't look. Okay, how are these going on? Like this. And this. I showed the goods yet, just for a second. You know, you gotta keep the people interested. Okay. Do I want to try to put these on? I'm curious how they'd look. 1 and 2. Oh, these ones. Now, this is going to be the really vulgar thing, is I'm going to put on stickers. Oh my god, so gross. He's not painting it, he's putting on stickers. Ugh. But I think these might look cool. They're like these little tiny foil stickers. A lot of RGs come with a bunch of these, and I think they look actually really good if you can get them to stay on. But the problem is that they'll, like, start peeling off sometimes. See? Like this. Whoa! Catches the light. Shiny, yeah. See, I know in the big scheme of things, these will probably start peeling off, and then I'll just take them off. But in the short term, I'm like, ooh, very shiny, looks good. So I'm gonna put them on. Is this right? Oh, I guess it goes up here. There we go. And one more. I had a good D&D session last night too. My party finally fought Lolth, which was fun. In classic D&D lore, like typical Forgotten Realms, the campaign continues. Yes, we're getting there. In typical Forgotten Realm lore, Lolth is the goddess of dark elves and spiders. She's like a scary, evil spider thing. But in my setting, she is the onboard AI for a ancient crashed spaceship. And so she's like a scary robot thing. Because of course. But anyways, my group finally fought her, and it was fun because her main method of attack was that you'd get grabbed by these cables, and then if you didn't make a wisdom save, you'd get increasingly controlled and have to do worse and worse things to your own team or yourself. And so it was basically my party fighting themselves. Which was fun, because I could say things like, hey, you've got to... This is your second time getting controlled. You've got to use at least a second level spell on your allies. The GM suddenly inserting his fetish in the campaign. It's me putting... Oh, here's Theses. It's me putting things I think are cool in. And you know what's cool? Fucking robots, baby. Woo! Hi, baby. Do you want to go in your bed? No. I'm full of energy right now. I'm not sleepy. Hi. Yeah. Hi, baby. Yes, I love you. You're so cute. No climbing on the chair. We're trying to break that habit. It's a bad habit. You're gonna actually, like, really hurt me someday. Trying to climb on the chair. Thinking of upgrading your PC? Yeah, do it. PCs are good. You can play video games on them. Alright, we have the stickers on there. We need D112 and C27. PCs. Yes, I see you. Yeah, when I'm older and wrinklier and she claws me, my skin is gonna be like parchment and it's gonna just be torn asunder, you know? Because I'm gonna be so old. Oh, yeah, you definitely... It's time for an upgrade then. I don't know... Man, I feel like uh, video card prices were finally starting to get better from, like, recovering from crypto, and then AI happened. So I don't know if they're probably still fucked up. One I'm getting is like, yeah, that's not very cheap. What are you getting? Radeon RX 7800. Ooh. I've always been... I don't think there's, like, even necessarily a good reason to be, like, loyal to NVIDIA, but I've just always had NVIDIA cards, so I've just stuck with it, because I'm like, well, I know it works. But, Radeon ones seem really good, too, honestly. I feel like, honestly, they might be better for the price you pay, but it is what it is. Ah, yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, if you use it and it works good, then you're like, well, I'll do it again. But yeah, I feel like they're a bit cheaper. I almost feel like you're paying a bit for the name with NVIDIA. But yeah, I have a 4080 and it's been doing good for me. Dang, tech bros always making our graphics cards more expensive, though. All I want to do is get the maximum number of pixels of Elden Ring beamed into my eyes. And these people that just want to fucking mine crypto or generate bad stolen art of anime girls are like, wow, we're gonna jack up the price of these cards. SSDs aren't god-awfully expensive anymore. Yeah, they're actually, like, very affordable now. I'd very much recommend getting an SSD. I've got, like, a mix in my computer, which I think works well. And yeah, NVMe's are crazy. They're like a little tiny-ass chip. $120 gig, yeah. Yeah, I feel like SSDs are almost like the price I remember normal hard drives being now. And normal hard drives are like dirt cheap for space now. It's kind of amazing. Oh, you're ditching Windows? Are you going Linux? Oh. I remember ages ago on one of my laptops, I was like, I'm gonna just put Linux on here. And it was still kind of a pain in the ass to get a lot of things to run on it at that point, but I think it's probably gotten a lot better now. I mean, heck, the Steam Deck will run fucking anything. Like, way better than you think it should be able to. Right, what was I trying to find? C. Where the heck is the C runner? Oh, right, it's this one. So, I got really confused because this runner has multiple colors on it, and usually that's the A runner. But in this case, it's the C runner, which is very confusing to me and my brain. And how I expect things to work. C27, this guy. Runners are color-coded? Not really. It's just they have different colors of plastic on them, right? For the different colors. And most of them are all one color because it's just easier to make them that way, I assume. But then some of them will have, especially if there's not really many dark red pieces in this, so having a whole runner for it would be wasted space. So they'll put more than one on one runner. But usually the one with multiple colors is A. But yeah, that's interesting that it's like not painful to run shit on Linux anymore. Maybe I should try switching too. I definitely, I think people smarter than me for it, yeah. That's the nice thing about stuff like that, is that there are some extremely passionate and extremely nerdy people who will do a lot of the work. I know, like, in university, I had Linux on, like, a really cheap laptop, because I do my... how difficult it is to install and use. I mean, in my experience, installing it, very easy. And then installing stuff on it takes, like, a little getting used to. But yeah, because I had some Ubuntu distribution on, like, a really crappy laptop in university, because I'd use it for schoolwork, because I think, I feel like Unix is way nicer to do programming stuff on. Just because, like, Bash and using the shell is so much nicer than Windows. Oh my god, Elder Scrolls music. It's the meme music. That's why, even though I'm kind of like an Apple hater, I'm really glad that we have MacBooks for my work, because Unix is still nice for coding on. Apple products actually nice if you don't have to pay for them yourself. Although I still wish I could have more than 2 fucking USB-C ports. Holy shit. Random No.A rant about how MacBooks don't have any ports on them. Yeah, I have to... Actually, I have it right here. I have to have this fucking thing hanging off the side of it. This thing hanging off the side, and plug it in so I can get anything. Hi, parentheses. Okay, so this is gonna be up here. And this is gonna be back here. Boop. Oh, your clothes fell off. There you go. Newfangled modern GPOs don't have ports for DVI anymore. God's port of choice. You've been plugged in with DVI? Wow. Yeah, no, it's all HDMI and DisplayPort now. I do miss, like, tightening the little screws that hold the plug in. It made it feel secure. Hi, parentheses. Hello, baby. Hi. 60 hertz is the eye definitely doesn't need more. You know what? You're basically right. Girly. Just a moment. Someone has to walk on me for a bit. Hi. What is it? Look at you. You are so silly. You are so silly. I'm gonna have to do an evening stream to actually use your camera. Because you're always hyper in the morning. Yeah. Because you're always full of energy in the morning. Because you're a baby. Mang. Hi, Luna. Yes, parentheses is here. I got a thesis cam for her, but she's not using it because it's on her bed and she's hyper in the morning and she doesn't sleep in her bed. Hi, baby. Oh, yeah, but you're gonna be on there. You're silly. You're silly. Alright, what do we need next here? No, not up there. Come on. D111 and C23. She's roaming around now. She's so silly. People that meet her still think she's like... not a kitten, but you know when cats are teenagers? Like, they're still sorta kittens, but they're kind of a bit bigger and like lanky and gangly and like silly still. People always think she's that age. People always think she's like 1. She's so youthful. Because 1, she's silly. 2, she's small. And so they're like, oh my god, how old is she? And I'm like, oh, she's like 6. And they're like, oh, I thought she was baby. And I say, that's correct. She's baby. She's baby forever. But yeah, other exciting news is this past week I booked off vacation days for the summer. Yippee! So I'm going to be taking Fridays off for the next month or so. Four-day work week, just like God intended. Taking it easy. Hell yeah. I'm not going to Japan this year, so I have to use my vacation time in a different way. But yeah, so that'll be nice. A little bit less working, a little bit more playing. It sounds good to me. Multiple one-day visits abroad. Yeah, I don't really have plans to do that much. I do want to go camping at some point. Because there's lots of good camping. Oh, this is annoying to sand. How do I do this? Like this. Going to Ontario basically counts. Yeah, I mean, it's far. I'm not going to Ontario. That's far as fuck. But yeah, I do want to go camping. I don't really have much camping equipment, but my mom has a bunch, and she's like, you can borrow it whenever you want. So, I might take her up on that. Quebec? No, there's French people there. I do want to visit Montreal one day. I've never been, but it seems like a really cool city. Why is he censored? Is he naked? Hi, Bun. Yes, he's naked. So I have this sticker sheet on for decency. It's like, you know, if you've been to get a massage and they put like the blanket over your butt, it's like that. Well, camping trip would be nice. Yeah. Don't forget to bring a fishing pole. I'll just bring books. I'm still, like, very slowly reading The Brothers Karamazov. Because it's a really good book, but it's really long and it's so fucking dense that I can only read, like, a little bit at a time. Noah's camping? Noah's leaving us? I'm planning to camp at some point in the summer. I'll probably only go for like a day, honestly, but mostly, I think the thing I like about camping is you get to see the stars really well, and I like seeing the stars. Because when you're in the city, it's like, oh, the light pollution. Halfway into this one book I've had since half a year ago. Yeah, I've had this book since like also half a year ago, and I'm like a third of the way into it. But it's also a really big book, so that's probably like at least halfway through another book. It's good though. If any of you are interested in classical literature, Brothers Karamazov's pretty cool. It's about Russian people talking to each other. It's about Alyosha being the goodest boy. Everyone's like, oh my god, Alyosha, your father is such an asshole and your brothers are so weird. And he's like, I know, but I am the goodest boy. And they're like, that's so true. Okay, so, oh, we do need, don't look, we need this piece. Is that a thesis cam? It is. So the problem is I have a thesis cam, but in the morning, she's hyper, and she wants to run around and yell instead of go on her bed. So I don't know if you guys are actually going to see her. Because when I streamed on Friday, I actually had this set up then as well, but I didn't turn it on because she didn't go in her bed. And then when I was playing Elden Ring later, off stream, she was like super cute and lying in her bed. And but it wasn't on stream. Because she's silly. She's silly like that. Okay, this is gonna go up here. What the fuck? Like this? Like that. She knows. I think it's partially she knows, and also partially that just before noon is crazy kitty time. because No.A has been asleep, and that's no fun. Because what's the point of running around and being crazy if No.A's not there to look at me? So now that No.A's awake, it's time for crazy kitty time. I feel like I've got to do some more evening streams in order to get kitty cam actually working. I should origami the guy a little skirt. That would be very cute. But I don't know how to do that. So this is what he gets. I think it would be fun actually to make him like a little fig leaf, you know? Like in cartoons when the guy's nude, but they're like, oh, we can't show a pee-pee. They've got a little fig leaf. Boop. Okay, C28. This one. Much femboy, such kawaii. I'm not sorry. Maybe you should be. Huh? Huh? Maybe... Oh wait, I have to look this way to look at chat. Maybe you should be. Huh? Huh? Bam! Bam! Headbutt you. Yeah, don't underestimate the power of my headbutts. I'm receiving debilitating brain damage. Drain damage! Well, even worse. So nothing changed. Yeah, it's like in Dungeons and Dragons, there's some spells that do, like, fuck with people's brains, right? Like, oh, this spell is gonna make your brain all messed up and it's gonna hurt your brain a lot. But if the thing you're trying to cast it on is really, really, really stupid, it just doesn't work. That happened to, not in my campaign, but in a friend's campaign I was playing in. One of our party members was really spec'd into doing, like, psychic damage to people and casting spells that would mess with their minds. And we were fighting this big mutant shark, and they couldn't really do anything to it because it was so dumb. It only had, like, 2 int. You can't do nothing to that. He likes it. That's no good. Yeah, you can't psychologically damage... Actually, I think a normal shark you could psychologically damage, but this one was like a mutated zombie shark, so it was not having it. I did the thing I always do, where if I see anything that's vaguely related to it, I point at it and go, oh my god, just like Soma! And everyone was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, I think you all should play Soma. Okay, so C28 and D160. I'm gonna have to play Soma on stream eventually, just so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. And understand my brain worms about it. Zombie Shark judging me. Zombie Shark not smart enough to judge. Zombie Shark just bite. Streaming a game series just to learn the inside jokes. Yeah, streaming the game series just to learn why my brain is like it is. I feel like I have to play Dark Descent first, though, like Amnesia. Because I have to complete the trilogy in the backwards order. Because I played Soma first, and then I played Machine for Pigs, so now I gotta play Dark Descent. Also, Dark Descent's supposed to be the scary one, so... Uh-oh. Might be spooky. Might be a good Halloween game. It's a spooky series? Yeah. Because it's... Machine for Pigs was that one where it was just dark, and then sometimes I went, ooh! And there was British people talking. And there was pigs. And then Soma is you're underwater and there's robots everywhere. So obviously that's why I like it, because it's full of robots and it's all about AI and humanity and what defines humanity versus an artificial intelligence. Oh, so good. Soma's so fucking good. And then Dark Descent, I think, is in like a spooky castle or something. I don't know thematically what it's about, but it's scary. So many jokes. Ba-dum. Oh, you didn't see. Ba-dum. One series with a lot of different settings. Yeah, I guess it's not really a series. It's more just... Well, actually, I think a lot of people didn't like Machine for Pigs because it had amnesia in the title. And they were expecting, like, a continuation of the first Amnesia game, and then it was just its own thing. So then I think with Soma, they didn't put it there. But, oh my god, Soma's so good. Oh, we need to take his hand off for now. So that's gonna go on the bottom here. Hello, parentheses. Hi, girly. Oh, there you are. That's the wrong camera. Do you want to go on your bed, baby? Look how comfy it looks. Look how comfy it looks. Go on your bed? There you go. Yeah, go on your bed. Looks nice. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. Good girl. Look. Over here. Oh, no. No, she's going away. Too hyper for Betty by time. Go in your bed. Yay! Oh no, yeah, so she does this thing where she likes to hang her head out the side of it. But the problem is I can't angle the camera up that far because then you'll see me. So you just get to see this part of her. Thesis cam real! Good girl, baby. Take a picture, I will. She's so cute. She's sitting up right now, but oftentimes when she lays down, she'll kind of like hang her head off the side, so it's like drooped over the edge, and I'm like, that doesn't look comfortable, but I guess she likes it. She likes looking at me. Yeah, she does. She wants to make sure I'm okay. It's like how when I get up at night, because she sleeps on the bed usually, right? And at night, if I have to go to the bathroom, I'll get up and I'll be like, Theses, I'm just getting up to go pee. I'll be right back. And sometimes she pays attention to me and she just stays in bed. And then sometimes she has to get up and come to the bathroom with me to make sure that nothing bad happens to me when I go pee. Wait, how is this gonna go on? Like this? Yes. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Even if she's silly sometimes. Yeah, it's funny. I feel like there's this, like, stereotype or expectation for cats to be kind of standoffish and stuff. But all the cats I've ever lived with have been, like, super lovey-dovey, dere kitties. So maybe cats just like me more than other people's cats. YouTube dropped me here. Hello! Welcome. We are... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. YouTube dropped you here and I didn't have them covered up. We are building Gunpla, sort of, but mostly talking about cats. This is my cat. Lude, I know, I'm sorry. It dropped. I was moving them around to build things. They don't have clothes yet. Please don't look. Me. What do we need next? F14 and F13. But yes, I think some people are just upset because they're not likable enough to cats. And that's why they're like, oh, cats don't care about you. They're so indifferent. No, maybe your cat doesn't care about you. You know what I'm saying, but... Guess I subbed. Oops, thank you! Glad to have ya. Oh, new people. The pressure. Cats don't care for clingy people. Yeah, that's true. They kind of need to be affectionate on their own terms. But then, if your cat really likes you, then your cat will be clingy. Oh, she's having a bath! You steal anyone's cat? Almost. I used to cat sit a lot for people. Like when I didn't have my own cat, people would be like, hey, No.A, can you come? I'm going away for a while. Can you come live at my home and take care of my cat? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I'd hang out with people's cats. And sometimes I think their cats liked me more. Yeah, cat sitting's fun. It's fun, too, if people have, like, a cool house, because then you get to live in their cool house. I had this really great gig lined up with, or my dad did, not me, but there were these very well-off people that had a super nice house on, saying it's on an island makes it seem like they own the island and their house was the only one on it. It was a largish island. There was many houses on the island, but they had a house on the island. And they had 3 cats, and they'd go away a lot to, like, go on their boat or something. I don't know. But they'd get my dad to cat sit there for them. And he could work remotely, so he'd just, like, go and live at their cool house and take care of their cats. And then I'd go and hang out there. And it was awesome. Yeah, you get to be in a fancy house, and they had really cute cats. Oh my god, their cats are so awesome. There was 3 of them. There was one that was like really small and gray, and his name was Max, and he was like little, and he had like a really evil face. Keeping catnip and 2 in your inbox is cheating. Yeah, absolutely. They have to love you for you. And maybe you give them food sometimes, but it's not the whole equation, you know? But yeah, there was this evil-looking little guy called Max, and then there was this black cat named Lola, who was really fat. And then my favorite one was there was this giant cat. He was huge. His name was Smokey. And one of his ears was kind of like ripped up. Like I think he'd fought a raccoon or something. But he was so friendly and huge. And if you were walking around, he'd like run in front of you and then lie down on the ground so you'd pet him. He was awesome. Sneak that in there. And this in here. Yeah, it's not really their fault that they have evil-looking faces. This cat was kind of evil a little bit, though. But just a little bit. He was a pretty nice baby. It was funny, they had like... He was allowed to go out on the deck, but he had this little cat harness. It was like this little harness, and then the... like a little extendable leash thing would clip on the back so he could walk around the deck, but he couldn't like get away. And I think it was like half to keep him from running off somewhere, but also half so like if a bird picked him up, it couldn't take him away. Because he was so little, and there was tons of eagles and stuff in the area, so... Okay, we got those little bits, and now G2. Where's G? I think this is G. 2 a.m. here, so I gotta go. It's nice meeting you. No problem. Have a good night. It's good to meet you too. I only became a cat sitter once, but they dropped her off in our house. Oh, no fancy house. Yeah, that works too, I guess. I feel like kitties are so... They call them, like, creatures of habit, I guess. They really like their routines and their normality. I feel like they're so much more comfortable in their own home. Like, if I took Theses to another house, she'd be so freaked out. They probably get used to it pretty quick, though. The only other pet sitting time where it was like a really cool fancy house was I was dog sitting for these people once. And their house was so crazy. It was like really modern and fancy, like big rooms and like big glass windows and stuff. It was so crazy. And it was kind of, honestly, it was kind of scary because I was like dog sitting alone and their house was so big. And so at night it would just be like really large and dark, and I'd be like, all right, it's a little scary. And their dog was really old, and I was like, please do not die while I'm taking care of you. She got scared, but she was good after a while. That's good. Yeah, I think they can adapt pretty quick. It's like when I first got Theses, her foster parents were like, oh yeah, she takes a little bit to warm up with new people, you know. And when I first went to visit her, like to meet her at their house, like she didn't want to say hi to me at all. She'd just keep running away. And they kept trying to like bring her out to say hi, and she'd be like, no. No.A age. Yes, the dog was my age. So it was basically about to die. But yeah, when I first met her, she was like, "No, I don't want to say hi to this guy at all. I'm gonna go hide." And then I brought her home, and she like cried the whole way on the car ride because she was like, "What is this? There's this strange guy, and I'm in a car, and this sucks." And when she came back home, she hid under the bed for like a couple hours. And then she came out and started exploring for a few hours. And then like 6 hours later, it was like, okay, actually, you're awesome. And then we were like snuggling. It was pretty quick, wasn't it? Yeah, because you knew I was nice. Don't play too much spooky games. Yeah, if I get jump scared really bad, you know, that might be it. That would be so messed up for you guys, because you'd, like, see me die on stream. That's scary. And then D113. Theses lore, yeah! Yeah, honestly, I was prepared for it to, like, to take quite a while for her to warm up to me, because she was not having it when I went over to visit her. But it was pretty quick. Like a couple days and we were besties. Cat cam real, yeah! Theses cam real. And she's actually sitting in her bed. It's good, though, she's warmed up to other people a lot more in the last few years. Because it used to be, like, the first couple of years I had her, she'd be really cool with me, but if anyone else came over, she'd just hide, like, the whole time. Or she'd come out a little bit, but then if they wanted to pet her, she'd run away. But now she's, like, pretty chill with people if they visit. Usually, if someone visits, she'll go and she'll hide under the bed, but only for about 20 seconds. And then if she hears that I'm not fighting them, she's like, okay, I guess they must be okay. Just dropped by to say hi. I'm trying to sleep early. Have fun with the stream. No problem. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good sleep. Getting sleep is good. I just realized No's giving this Gundam clothes. Yeah! We built the skeleton, and now we are clothing it. But yeah, it is nice to know that if there's an intruder, Theses' response is just to hide. And if I get killed, well, that's just the way it is. But then if she's like, oh, I guess it's not an intruder because Noah's not fighting them, then she'll come out and say hi and get pets. Why does he need to have naked? Because I haven't built his clothes yet. Do you think when God made humans, we came out of the mud or whatever the fuck he made us from and we had clothes on already? No, I don't think so. I think the clothes came after. Okay, so this goes on first. This guy's arm's kind of bulky, actually. Kind of swole. Wait, how does this go? Up here? Yes, that seems right. Say that about yourself. God gave me this trip down. You're lucky. I didn't get nothing. I came out with nothing on. You're telling me other people got clothes right away? This is unfair. Maybe you had to, like, pre-order. You got pre-order bonuses. Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold on, I'm getting confused. Ah, okay, there we go, there we go. I figured it out. I came from the storks. Ooh, that's cool. Did the storks bring you with clothes? I feel like they usually, when I see depictions of the storks, they're usually bringing the baby with, like, a blankie. Like, it's wrapped up in it. But I don't know if it's got clothes with it. Okay, got that. Now, what do we need here? C21. Free diaper, free blankie. Whoa! That's a pretty good deal. Buy one baby, get a free blankie and diaper. All of Theses, yeah. Oh, she's asleep. Isn't she the cutest kitty ever in the world? Ah, she's so cute. Girl. She's eepy. Pretending not to be totally hyper. Honestly, I think she just wore herself out because, like, the first hour of this stream, she was just running around the house yelling pretty much nonstop. So she's tired now. She's got a tough job, yeah. It's a game she likes to play called I Run Around the House and Scream. And then every once in a while, I come into the room No.A's in, and No.A says, "Hi, Theses, what are you doing?" And I stop, and I go, "What?" And I look, and then I run away really fast, and I go, "Roar, roar, 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 roar." Silly time. Our family dog growing up would do a similar thing where she'd get super hyper, especially when she was a puppy. She'd get really hyper, and she'd really want you to chase her. So she'd pick up like one of her toys, and she'd be like, "Oh, you have to chase me to get the toy." But the funny thing is she'd be so hyper that you could kind of just go and you could stand in the yard, and you wouldn't actually need to chase her, and she'd just run in circles around you as fast as she could until she got tired. Yeah, she was pretty cute. Chasing was optional. The chasing was implied. I keep noticing every once in a while the Theses cam, like, flashes. It's a pretty cheap webcam, so that's probably the reason. It can't contain all of her cuteness. Yeah, she gets the super nice webcam, and then I point, like, my cheapo one from Amazon at me. Well, actually, the webcam I'm using for my face tracking in these streams is pretty cheap as well. Because normally I use this for face tracking. Gunpla building in the corner. Yeah, I think we were talking about that when I was talking about getting a Theses cam in the first place, is like have it be the main screen and then have whatever else I'm streaming be in the corner. Honestly, I think that's how they have the priorities right. Okay, how does this go? This way. Man, RGs look really cool, but my problem with them is they feel so delicate. I'm always worried I'm gonna, like, break something, because all the little pieces are so small. How does this go on? There we go. There we go. And then... Ooh. Put your arm on. Come on. Oh crap, now that's come undone. There we go. And the shoulder. Hey baby, hi Ruby. Oh my god, arm. He's got a cool arm, honestly. Here, I'll cover it up with my thumb. I like how, like, kind of built the forearm is. It looks cool. It makes him look buff. It's pretty neat. Alright, I think the next thing I gotta work on is his waist, so I can stop covering it up. Give him some undies. Naked guy reminds me of Springtrap from the FNAFs, but he's been in a forum, whatever, so he's just skeleton-y and crusty. Yeah. Isn't that, like... That's the animatronic that's, like, all... Like, the exterior's all torn off, right? He's all nasty. Alright, let's make this waist. Where's the stuff for that? We gotta cover him up. F20 and D130. Reverse aging him. Yeah, he's... Well, it's because, like, this is how they build them, right? They'd build the skeleton, and then they'd be like, all right, we've got the inner frame constructed, and all the electronics and stuff, and now we apply the armor of the Gundam. I do like the way you can kind of build the inner part first with RGs. It's cool. I just don't like how fragile they are. D130. 30. Here we are. And I'm gonna need 18.2, so let's clip that off while we're here. D118. Wrinkly grandpa to Fountain of Youth surgery. I'm Benjamin buttoning him. Is that the guy? Benjamin Button? There was like a book or a movie or something about that. He aged backwards or something. Okay. Where's F? This is F. He's old and wrinkly. Yeah, he's like Noah's age. I'm thankful, even though I'm old, I'm not finding white hairs or nothing. I'm good on that front. That's good. That means I'm not too stressed. Even when Elden Ring is hard and scary. No.A wrinkly? No. My skin is not wrinkly. I can't say nice and smooth because it's not that nice and smooth either, but it's not wrinkly. I feel like I only really started trying to take care of my skin more, like, I don't know, like 5 or so years ago, and it's a little bit late to be starting, so, you know. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best. A fake old man. I'm like a smooth old man. It's like an anime when they're like, oh, this guy's so old, and it's like, he's like 28. Don't have his old man cane yet. I don't. Honestly, I feel like needing to use a cane would be annoying, but the idea of having a cane is really cool. Like, canes are cool. Like, you could have a sword in there. Yeah, and if, like, the youth are harassing you, you can you can smack them. And no one can get mad at you because you're old. Oh, a candy cane. Yeah, that would be sticky, though. I feel like it would get so gross if you were walking around outside with it. Like, it can get dirt and grass and bugs and stuff stuck to it. I guess you could eat the bugs, though. I feel like we're all going to live in a world where eating bugs becomes normal. Because bugs are like... they're a lot more energy efficient to produce than, like, cows, basically. Like, the energy to nutrition ratio is much better for crickets than for cows. So I think we're all gonna do, like, cricket burgers or something. I don't want to eat bugs. It's so small. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to eat bugs if they're just like a whole bug. But I think I haven't tried it yet, but if you like ground them up, I feel like it could be okay. Like if you get a bunch of crickets and you grind them up into something, I feel like it could be okay. But I don't want to eat the bug like as a bug. It just in general, I don't like it when my food is recognizable as the animal that it was. Like, I don't like when the fish has its face on either. When I was in Japan, I was like, okay, I'm traveling. I'm gonna be adventurous. Whatever they give me for my meals at the inn or whatever, I'm gonna eat it all. You know, I'm not gonna be picky. I'm gonna eat everything. And so I ate the fish's face there, but it was like, ah! It was weird. 8 films with the head still in. Yeah, it's weird though, because it's like your face is there. I don't like seeing his face. Also, maybe it was just the psychological factor, but I felt like his face didn't taste as good as his body. The texture wasn't as good, and it was like more bitter. Maybe it was a fish that had a lot of bad thoughts, so like his brain was bitter. Yeah, I guess if you like caught the fish and gutted it yourself, it's kind of like you've already seen his face, so whether it's still there or not probably kind of becomes like a moot point. You're already, like, you know this fish. You've met him before. Whether his head gets taken away or not, you know who he is. Yeah, the ones I had in Japan were, like, salted. So they were, like, salted and grilled, I guess. Yeah, putting the hand... Yeah, the guts. Yaka paka. I like it when the animal is just a steak. It has been churned. It is no longer animal, it is steak now. And I'm like, this doesn't look anything like a moo-moo cow. Seagulls fight like crazy over the guts. Yeah, I have free fish guts, man. There were so many birds at the fishing town in Japan. You could tell when the fishers were coming back from the day, because this giant, huge flock of birds would fly out of the forest and head towards all the boats. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take your legs off. And we're gonna put some underwear on you. Oh, that's starting to look better. Gotta tear off your legs just to wear them. I mean, I probably could have put them on with his legs on, but it was inconvenient for me, so I, as a cruel and uncaring god, tore his legs off to assemble. Okay, C19 and C20. And then D1 29 and 28. Ooh, the jazz, the saxophone. What is this from? Oh, this is from Tomodachi Life? They got this going on in there? Time for Bun to eat. Have a good eat, Bun. I hope you dream about cats. Man, I'm glad Elden Ring came out this week because it helped distract me from the fact that there was no Dunmeshi on Thursday. Very sad. Honk shoo meow 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 meow. Exactly. Honk shoo meow 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 meow. Nor, you reminded me. No Dunmeshi Thursday. Nor. It's funny. Like, it's not even... Both the ending of the manga and the ending of the anime coincided with major game releases. Because the manga ended, like, right around when Baldur's Gate came out, and then the anime ended right when Elden Ring came out. Why can't the animators just make the show appear? I know, right? Come on, Trigger, just make Season 2 just instantly so we can have it, please? Thank you. At least we got confirmation that Season 2 is happening. Baldur's Gate being released at the end of Dunmeshi is pretty blessed. Yeah. Ryoko Kui was like, alright, that's enough of my manga. I gotta go play Baldur's Gate now. I talk about it all the time, but I really love that art she drew of all the elves from all the CRPGs, and there's like a really shitty sketch of Astarion in the corner. She doesn't give a shit about him. I do wonder, though. I guess they can fit the rest of it into a second season. I feel like they'll either need like a couple more episodes or maybe like an hour-long episode or something. Because I think they're... Oh, yeah, because I guess they've been going about like 2 chapters an episode. Yeah, because they're about halfway through. I think they're on chapter like late 40s or early 50s or something now. And there's 99 chapters. And I guess some of the chapters near the end have a lot of action, which goes faster than dialogue when you animate it. So yeah, I feel like a second season can do everything. Or like a second season and 1 like long episode or something. We need Golden Lion to make an appearance so all the furries can freak out. Sequel to Dunmeshi post Laios and crew, but Martial's like a knockoff for Uran. That'd be interesting. I do wonder what would happen to looks back and forth. No one is listening that hasn't read Dunmeshi, right? Please, if you're listening to me right now and you haven't read Dunmeshi and you don't want to be spoiled, please speak up, because I'm about to say something. Okay, I think we're safe. I'd be interested to see the aftermath of after Laios dies, what happens to the kingdom now that monsters can come in again because he's not there being scary. Like, what's the ramifications of that? Ryoko Kui's done a lot of really interesting, like, after the hero's journey stories, too. So maybe she wouldn't do that because she's done it quite a bit before. If you haven't read her short stories, I'd super recommend it. She has 2 books that are like manga compilations of like 6 short stories each, and they're really good. But there's definitely, like, there's several of them that kind of explore the whole, oh, the heroes have done their quest and it's finished and this is after everything now. Okay, so these bad boys are gonna go on here. Yeah, they're interesting. I like them. Like, she did this one where it's the hero who killed the Demon King or whatever, but he comes back to live in, like, the village he grew up in or whatever. And it's sort of like how the villagers kind of treat him and understand him and how he's coping with everything. It was really good. If you could pass on the skill, yeah, because when all the monsters come back all of a sudden, it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Epic monster hunting action series. Yeah, no more GF. I've got an eye patch now. She's covered wars, you know. A reporter. That would be an interesting thing. It's like the typical demon army against the heroes of justice, but the main character is just the journalist. That's like following them around. I guess they call those people bards or whatever, but what if they were really like just the journalist and this was just like their job? Oh, the baby having a bath. Getting clean. Yes. Good girl. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, she's doing the thing where she hangs her head over. Hold on, I want to take a picture of it. Oh no. Where's my phone? Here it is. Oh, and you can see my, like, jank webcam setup, too. Hold on, I'm gonna send this to myself so I can show it on stream. When Theses licks herself, it's called having a bath, but when I do it, I get killed. Icky and weird. It's not fair, really. Incredibly unfair. Me. Where do I send things to myself? Here. I wish there was an app that made it easy to send. I think there maybe is, actually. I think I remember hearing about a plugin that made it easy to send stuff from your phone to OBS. Because it's kind of annoying. Gonna be like really big too. I'll have to resize it. Oh, there she is. See, she like hangs her head off the side like this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's comfy or not, but she does it. She thinks she's a worm, yeah. And sometimes she rolls over, so it's like sideways or upside down even, but it's hanging over. Yeah, I'll put the picture underneath so you can see. Like this. Her bed's pretty high up. Yeah, it's on. I've got a little, it's like a little shelf. Not a shelf. It's like a little rolling cabinet that I have stuff in, and then her bed's up on top of it. Yeah, hey baby. Girl. Okay, what's next for the lad? C25 and 26. Which are those? Which are those? Oh, and then 18. Okay, these ones. A dresser bed is terrified of sleeping on. This is high up. I remember I had... when I was a kid, I was an only child, so I did not need one. But I really wanted a bunk bed. Because I thought bunk beds were so cool. And my parents were like, okay. So I got a bunk bed. 1 meter, and the damn mattress is also like half a meter. Yeah, that's pretty high. Bunk beds are so cool. They have those neat beds too, where it's like a bunk bed, but the lower part is like open, so it's like almost like a little tiny loft. There's a name for them, but I forget what they're called. So it gives you like more space in the room, but then your bed's up high. The thing is now is I'm so used to sleeping in a larger bed that going back to like a single or a twin, I'm like, I can't lie diagonally anymore. Bro was on the higher bunk and you'd pull the mattress off so we could combo face to face and RP some sort of trading setting. That's so cute. But yeah, I'm so used to having like a queen size bed now. I feel like I can't go back to the bunk bed life. Unless they make like queen bunk beds, which sounds crazy. Yeah, I actually don't have my own bed because there's a cat that I have to share it with. And like all cats, the cat does not nicely sleep on a spot that I am not using. The cat goes right in the middle, so I gotta work with that. So I need all the space. I've been searching on and on. Oh my god, Persona. 75% of the bed for theses. Yeah, it's 50% is for theses, and then 15% is for my stuffies, and then the rest is for me. Big stuff collection? Not really. I have this hippo stuffy that's older than me that I got from my dad, which was originally a gift from my mom to my dad, and now he's mine because I like grew up with him. So I have him, and he's not that big. And then I have Clodsire, who is quite large. Survived all this time. Yeah, he's pretty sturdy. His name's Nathan. But yeah, so I have Nathan and Clodsire on my bed. And Clodsire is actually useful because if I'm like playing games or whatever, I put him on top of my pillows and then I rest my head on him so I'm more upright. Man, when I was playing Elden Ring, there was a hippo, and that was really scary. Hippos in real life and in Elden Ring, pretty frightening. Very big mouths. I think hippos should be enemies in more video games because they are quite scary. Although actually the hippo in Elden Ring was pretty easy. I'd still win. I don't think you'd win against a hippo. Hippos are pretty tough. Hippos are so strong. Yeah, and they're also aggressive. Hippos kill like a ton of people because they're so aggro and they're so big. You just climb under it and rub its tummy. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you know the strat. You'll be fine. They're like, I remember reading that they're surprisingly fast too. Like they can actually run pretty quick, which is frightening. Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's fucked up. And they're so big that it's like nothing is stopping it. It's just gonna go through anything. You always see those videos too of like at the zoo where they're like, oh, hippo's getting a treat, and they like toss a watermelon in his mouth and he just goes like, and it's like, that could be someone's head. Hippo invasion in South America, that's horrifying. List of animals I'd least want to be invaded by. Hippos are near the top. Polar bears still higher though. Polar bears are so scary. Which is messed up because they're so cute. But they're so scary. Escobar had some pet hippos. Oh no, and then they escaped and then they banged. And yeah, it's not like they're gonna get preyed on by anything, so pretty scary. Imagine you're walking somewhere in a place that does not have hippos and you turn the corner and there's a hippo there. It's fucked up. But yeah, polar bears are so cute. They're like so big and fluffy and they're kind of floppy. And you're like, oh my god, baby. And then they kill you to death. I think polar bears are so scary too because most animals will hurt you if, like, you know, you scared them or, like, pissed them off or whatever. But yeah, polar bears will specifically kill you to eat you as food. They're like, human top of the food chain? I don't think so. That's me, actually. I remember seeing in a documentary once, there was, they were talking about how polar bears in this one area of, I think it was in northern Canada, they really liked the taste of toothpaste. It was either northern Canada or like the Arctic. It was somewhere like really far up north where it was basically just research camps. But the polar bear would like come into the camp and it would eat all the toothpaste tubes because I guess it really liked how they tasted. And it's like no one could fucking stop it. It was a goddamn polar bear, so everyone would like hide, and then it would like bust into the tents and eat all their toothpaste. But yeah, like black bears are not scary, really. Black bears are pretty chill, honestly. I've encountered multiple black bears in my life, and they're all like pretty chill. They're not that big either, really. Most of the time they'll see you and be like, oh fuck, a human, and then they'll like leave. Only see bears in zoo, yeah. I've only seen like a grizzly bear in a zoo, and I wouldn't want to meet like a grizzly in the wild. But black bears and brown bears are pretty chill. Yeah, their ears are so fluffy. They're really cute. I think it's messed up that so many animals are so cute, but they'd kill you. Like all the big cats are so adorable too. Brown bear's still a bit dangerous. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna go up to one and be like, oh my god, ookie pookie. But it's not really that worrying, I don't think, for one to be around. It's like, yeah, you don't wanna fuck with them. And Kodiak, well, yeah, those guys are big. The brown bears where I live are not scary. Maybe I'll rephrase that. Are there brown bears here? I think there are. Oh shit, we have grizzlies here. I've never seen one. Most of the time, when I see bears, it's just black bears, and they're chill. We've got all the bears, yeah. But specifically my part of Canada is what I mean. Because Canada's very large. We don't have polar bears here, thankfully. Okay, put his butt flaps on. Don't pat the grizzly. Yeah, I think I won't do that. They're so cute, though. They're so cute. Now we're just gonna do his side flaps. What do we need for these? D18. A bit more north to meet the polar bear. I think I'm okay with only meeting the polar bear in the zoo, actually. I think that's fine with me. I don't think I need to meet the polar bear IRL. Get these. Me, and then C. This is scary enough. Yeah, she's already fearsome enough. Look at her. Look how fearsome she is. See? Hello, baby. Are you fierce? Yeah. Rumbling. I'm glad I have leftovers to eat. Time for me to make like her and go eat myself. No problem. Have a good one. I hope you have a good sleep. Oh, early morning. Nor. Early morning. Oh. I don't know how people do those. Actually, I think the hardest part is just getting out of bed. And then once I'm out of bed, it's like, well, here we are. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Have a good sleep. Have good dreams, have dreams about bears that are nice and let you pet them. And I think this guy's looking kind of funny because we don't have his chest, but we have his pants, so he kind of looks like he's walking around just in his undies, like a sumo wrestler, like a really skinny sumo wrestler. Sumo's really cool, though, I think. I think that would have been neat to go see, like, live. Is seeing a sumo match. Next time I go, I will see sumo. I'll put that on my list. So tough to find time to do things, though. It's the problem is when I'm young, I have lots of time, but I don't have any money, and now I have money, but I don't have any time. The eternal struggle. If I got my language better, it could be cool to try and go work in Japan for a while. Can be the gaijin. I read this article once about how a lot of companies will have, like, a token foreigner because they're the ones that can tell the boss when they're suggesting something stupid, because everyone else isn't allowed to do it, but the stereotypical foreigner can do it. because they're outside the typical social norms. But I don't think I'd be good at that because I don't like confrontation, so maybe I can't do that. Adapting well to overly polite society by just being conflict avoidant. It's me! I think at this point I might have heard as much Animal Crossing music just using music stream playlists as I have actually playing Animal Crossing. It's always there. Anytime there's like a chill music playlist on YouTube, there will be Animal Crossing. Alright, just gotta panel line these bad boys and then put them on. And then it will be time for Noah's lunch. I have leftover chow mein. Woo. Man, it's hard to believe it's already, like, almost July, though. It's been really pretty cold here so far this year. Like, not cold, but, like, cold for the season. So it kind of doesn't feel like it's this late into June already. Because it's only recently started getting above, like, 20 degrees. But that's kind of okay with me. I hope, like, usually once a year we get a heat wave and it gets actually, like, uncomfortably hot. And I hope I'm fine if we don't do that this year, actually. Especially because, like, most of our province catches fire every time it happens, and that's no good either. I think it can be a bit of a rainier summer if we have less forest fires, please. Because it got, like, really bad a few years ago. But I would like it a little bit hotter. Have fun in the sun, go to the lake, go swimming. There we go. Are all ready to put together. So this is gonna go up here. This is gonna go here. And Done? Two done. And these are gonna go on these. Maybe. Are these supposed to be folded this way? Oh, they're supposed to be out like this. Okay, that makes more sense. Piece is falling off. This is the thing I don't like about RGs, is they feel so delicate and fiddly. I always feel like I have to add glue to them or something, or else stuff just falls off all the time. Okay, now put the legs back on. And ta-da! We have little undies. Yay! Woo! They're starting to get dressed. We're getting there. We have an arm and we have undies. No longer will I need to use a piece of paper for modesty. All right. I am gonna finish up here for today and go eat lunch because I'm hungry. But have a good time of day and see you later. Bye bye. DCs, say bye bye. Say bye bye, baby. Bye bye. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Alrighty.